Live again, back into the market, back into seeing what's going on. Right, yeah, so it's themed nights. What inspired a themed night?
Well, we're in, right? And I wanted to watch Tokyo Drift, so we decided we would just, because I really like that song, the song from the film. So we just said, why don't we just make a whole Japanese themed day / evening?
That sounds fucking awesome, dude. That's awesome.
We'll just go around the world next week's.
See, that's the type of creativity you need, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot of people who's like, oh, well, we watch Anton Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway. You know? Yeah. Which, by the way, have you ever watched Anton Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway?
Quite funny.
Isn't it just a big marketing show? Isn't it just a big advertisement? It's just like, you know, Ryanair just supplied, you can win Ryanair flights. It's just basically, I just saw it's like, there's no substance to it at all. It's just them giving away shit from brands.
Like your posts according to Paul.
Huh?
A bit like your posts according to Paul.
A bit like my posts according to Paul, the lovely person. But I don't know if that stuff was captured. But yeah, I know, but I'm giving away. So again, so we're talking, let's go back to that post. Thanks for reminding me. Great journalism, Neil. So let's... So what I've been thinking about this week is about mobilizing people. And it could be the community, it could be clients, could be customers, could be family, people around you. And the reason I'm talking about mobilization is because everyone feels stuck in a rut. And a lot of people, they will not feel comfortable going online doing what we're doing right now, creating a live stream. The thing is, if I didn't do this, you guys wouldn't be doing it. Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, fuck that. You'd want to, and you do it once or twice, but you wouldn't do it on a daily basis. You know, I'm contacting you guys. Do I get on this link, guys? Come on, let's do a daily briefing. And it's becoming a thing now, you know, 3-day thing. But the point is that we've got to mobilize, and that we can do anything. We should be doing anything right now. If you notice, celebrities, they've become nothing. Do you not think? Like, if you think about celebrities right now, they've actually become nothing.
It's really put how useless they are into context, isn't it?
You know, exactly. You think about it, they are like, most of them. So, for instance, my dad was telling me Madonna, she's on a typewriter writing a letter every day to everyone and reading it out. You know, that's what Madonna's doing, you know. But on a lockdown, we're all the same. Do you know what I mean? We're just in a different compound or in a different house. You know, but we're all the same. We're all worrying about the same cough. We're all worrying about the same fucking flu. And we're all drinking the same drinks, eating the same food. Do you know what I mean? Like, celebrities now have sort of become non-celebrity, haven't they? It's like Anthony Hopkins, he started painting. So what? I've got a hole in my swimming pool, you know?
Well, it's because they can't show off though, can they now? Yeah. They can't go out to the club or go jump in a nice car and go for a trip down to the south of France because no one can.
Well, it's interesting because they've lost the power of media. Do you know what I mean? They've lost the power of the TV, HBO, and all that stuff filming them. Because no one can do that at the moment. So they've lost all that power, and now they are just their purest essence. If you take it how it is on, you know, if we take, if I want to go all philosophical, they're just their pure selves now. And actually, a lot of them don't really have any personality. Do you know what I mean?
No, I noticed that. You see that video they did?
Who sees that?
Of them all singing, loads of celebrities in America.
No.
They did a video where they're all singing a song. And they put it out because they thought that would be really nice for everyone. Whereas what would have been really nice is, I don't know, maybe putting some money towards charity.
Yeah, putting 100 million towards charity, exactly.
They were all sat in there
celebrities was it?
Talking about how they need out of money.
Should we watch it? What is it? Celebrity coronavirus aid or something like that?
Yeah. Celebrity coronavirus song.
Celebrity coronavirus corona songs. Here we go. Oh, Hollywood. Let's go. Let's have a look.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
No hell below us. Above us only sky.
Imagine all the people.
It's really weird.
For today, you may say that I'm a dreamer.
No, I don't like this girl.
But I'm not the only one.
I mean, who's going to enjoy that?
I mean, they all were convinced that was going to be something that we'd all go, oh, thanks, guys, we're okay now.
Thanks, yeah. Oh, thanks.
Oh, no, yeah, cheers. Just what I needed.
Who is going to enjoy that? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't share the screen here. I should have shared it on here. But who is going to enjoy that? That is crazy. And it just goes to show that, to be fair, they're doing stuff. It just goes to show how disconnected celebrities are from, real people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's a bit awkward as well because there's no music in the background and they're just like really passionately doing it as well. Like if you've got Kev, have a watch of it if you've got some minute because it is a bit awkward. But that's okay. That's one coronavirus antic happening. That's it only had 500,000 views on the thing I just saw, so obviously didn't go viral as much as we would like it to. What about this, Kev? You're in the Philippines, yeah, and I've seen that the president is going to shoot down anyone dead who refuses to lock down. Now, this is from Lad Bible, by the way, so I don't know how.
So I watched because he does a live address just like our Boris does, and it was taken out of context, right? So in Manila, there was a riot yesterday because government funded and getting to the right people, and the politicians were taking, etc.
Yeah.
So Durant said, if there's any violence, the armed forces are able to shoot you. But that's standard in the Philippines.
So I just pulled up the wrong article,
you get shot.
I just pulled up the wrong article, but even this is fucking funny, isn't it? He wants to arrest everyone who vapes.
So it's just taken out of context.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the dangerous. See, look, he said. I remember that one as well. He was talking about the dangerous, sort of like managed ones.
What is Lad Bible doing? Look at this. Philippines.
It's just not true.
It's not true at all, is it?
It's just fake media.
I think has he pissed off Lad Bible or something?
He must be. He must have pissed them right off.
He must have said something, yeah.
Anyone causing trouble during lockdown will be shot. So what was the context of that, actually?
There was a riot in Manila because government funding, like not funds, support like food and rice and all that wasn't getting to the right people. So a couple of people got a little bit upset about that and started causing a bit of a hoo-ha in Manila. And the police came in and broke up the riot, rightly so, like you would do in any place. And he just said, anyone who's doing that, you're likely to get shot because that's what happens over here if you have a riot. And so there's nothing new about it. He's just saying if you have a riot, you may well get shot. Yeah,
to be fair, you might get shot, isn't it? But what's the sort of military complex like there, in the Philippines? Is it quite severe?
They don't have the infrastructure to deal with the pandemic here, so they have to keep you locked down.
Yeah, naturally.
So there are armed guards. There's always been armed guards at supermarkets and all that sort of stuff. Even on our gate, they've got pistols, and they let cars in and out.
Yeah, and armed guards. They're not police, though, are they? Are they private security or?
Yeah, just security guards. They're drunk half the time.
What do you mean?
On the gate, you go up there and they're drunk half the time, and they're asleep the other half the time. And I just don't know what they do, but they've got a gun, so you've got to listen to them.
Yeah, exactly. Can you not just sneak past them? Have you ever tried it?
Sorry?
Have you ever tried to just sneak past them?
Yeah, you walk past them and they don't even notice because they're hanging or they're asleep.
Hanging or asleep? They're just like, fine, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, it's all that moonshine they're drinking, Kev, the stuff you drink. Right, we've got some comments here, guys. So, Mark Vincenzo Jr. is saying he's loving the show. You're already part of the newly formed isolated routine. What do we want to say to Mark Vincenzo Jr., ladies and gentlemen? Anyone? Or is it just me?
Yeah, get on.
Get on, yeah. Get on the show. We'll ask you to come on. Declan Digby Smith is laughing. So that's good. Right. So, 1 million cases. 1,061,598 cases globally. Kev has been doing this thing to me, Neil. I don't know if he's been doing it to you. Just 960,000 cases. 970,000 cases. 985. I won't hear a message from him for 2 hours. 960,000 cases. Just past 1 million. I'm like, right,
that's not annoying at all.
What are you trying to do? No, that's a pretty startling number, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're nowhere near the peak, are we either? Which is the worry.
UK's deaths are getting right up there now, you know.
I haven't looked today. What are we at?
684 deaths yesterday.
So it's still going up.
Oh yeah, Kev said to me earlier, UK just passed China's deaths.
It's like a little league table, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
And America's winning. They'll be happy about that.
Yeah, I know.
We shouldn't trivialise it, but do you think there are people putting bets on this at the moment? Bookieing it?
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
right.
Let's have a look if there's bookies. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, of course. You've got to
Go to Betfred.
Bookmakers shares plummet. Pandemic book. Betfred. Online. Let's see what's going on. What is it? Did they just say like other or something like that? Maybe.
Pandemic deaths.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. I think that'd be really distasteful, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, you could put some money into. Well, I won't give out stuff in buy something, but you could bet against the market, couldn't you? People betting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So horse racing, greyhounds, football. These must be screwing the bookies, but I mean, I don't think they're that cash poor, so I think they'll be alright. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've never seen a bookie go out of business, do you?
Never see a bookie go out of business. Yeah, the house always wins, isn't it? Are you guys big gamblers?
No, I've not got that addiction yet. I'm looking forward to it later in life. I've gone through all the others.
Yeah.
And I've left gambling for when I've got a bit more money and more spare time.
More spare time, more money, that's it. What about you, Kev? Have you been a gambler before?
No, I went to a casino once in Bournemouth, and I think I put tenner on a black something, and I won 360 quid or something, and I just knocked it on the head then. So I won once.
I'm up.
Yeah,
That's it.
I beat the gamblers, and I never wanted to go back.
Right.
Yeah, we used to go to the casino a lot, just to for the evening. But like once every 2 or 3 months, I'm not a big gambler.
No, it makes me nervous because I'm not an addictive personality, but when I go in for things, I don't want to lose, so I'll just be like throwing loads of money down and lose, and I'll come out the other eye. I'll be scared of it.
Have you guys ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Vegas is a very strange place, right? Because, yeah, I mean, people go there to gamble, obviously, and do other things, but it's just madness how many people are just chucking away money in this one area. Do you know what I mean? I've never been a gambler because I kind of think like, I know I shouldn't put the energy out there, but I've never been able to win things. Do you know what I mean? Just luck. Like, it's always been hard work. It's always been grind, hustle, and that's always been my thing. I've never been able, if I put money on something, like, I know I'm not going to win on it. Although once, when I was in the recruitment agency world, I basically, when I was in the recruitment agency world, I went to the horses, the races. It was Ainsbury or something like Aintree.
Sure.
So basically, what was there? Just all dressed out for the day. It was like one of those. If you hit a certain target in the quarter, you get to go away, go on a big smash, and fucking do whatever you need to do whatever you do there. And anyway, gambled, and I put a $5 in. It was like I didn't really know what I was doing. To be honest, didn't know what I was doing. But it was like both ways, each way or something like that. I don't know what each way means, but put a $5 in, 180 quid, and I was loving it. And everyone was like, "Oh, let's go gamble again." I was like, "No." I'm actually okay. I'm actually okay now. Like, I don't have that addiction to push on. Like, even like you just constantly chasing the dragon.
Did you mean Ascot?
No, it was like Ladies' Day at Aintree or something like that.
Yeah,
Ascot, one of those bastards.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ladies' Day at Ascot. It's always a good laugh, actually. Ascot's funny because there's always you see all these people dressed to the nines, but then they're eating fish and chips out of a cardboard box.
Oh, actually, that makes let's look at some of these Ladies' Days gone wrong. There's some fucking funny photos. Let me show you this, guys. But first, before we get into that, actually, there's another article that I wanted to bring up with you guys. Was this K-pop star who made an April Fool's joke, and he says he's sorry for it. So K-pop star Kim Jae-jung has apologised for posting on Instagram that he was hospitalised having contracted COVID-19, admitting it was an April Fool's joke. The singer told...
Funny joke.
I know. The singer told fans he had caught the virus after ignoring government warnings and living carelessly. Oh, you bad boy. In a subsequent post, he claimed that...
Can you imagine using that as a chat-up line? Oh, yeah, I'm naughty. I don't follow government guidelines.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst thing you've ever done? Well...
Didn't follow those guidelines that time.
I went for 2 runs in a day.
I took 3 paracetamol yesterday.
But now deleted the joke. It appears to have backfired with many of his 1.9 followers voicing their disapproval. How can you pull a prank like this when the situation right now is so serious? One fan responded. It's really disappointing. South Korea was one of the first countries hit by coronavirus. Anyway, bless him. He's a K-pop star. Do you guys want to know what K-pop is, by the way?
No.
It is like this big phenomenon. It's massive. Like these guys, I think this guy actually, he's part of a band, and they sold out like I think it was either it wasn't O2, it was like Wembley, like 4 days in a row. Like it is madness. Like this K-pop phenomenon is mental.
Oh,
Korean pop, yeah. Right, let's look at Ladies' Day photos. Like pissed up.
Were you in a box or were you just in the...
No, drunk. But yeah. National drunk stock photos. We don't want Aintree.
Sure.
Hey, that was it. So it was Aintree.
Where you're clicking.
Glam, yeah, exactly. Glam.
You're right.
Glam Grand National girls on glamorous. I just want to see like the unflattering photos of ladies. There you go, plastered. Unflattering photos. Daily Record. These unflattering photos. I love the way these newscasters, like the way they write things. Yeah. Let's have a look at what's going on here. These are just normal photos. Bless her. Look at them. Go on, guys. Look, blatantly recruiters, isn't they?
No, look at that suit.
That is a recruiter all over.
Recruiter if I've ever seen one.
Look at Daily Record, living the dream. I bet you'd be screwing if you were in this. Do you know what I mean? What are you doing?
I was there with. I probably shouldn't say this because of the story about.
How is that an unflattering photo? Why are they doing this to people?
I was there with someone that you know, Antonio, on that Ladies' Day a couple of years ago, and he was going around because he was trying to, pull. He was going around just like making up how much he was putting bets down for. He walked past a group of hot girls and be like, "Says, yeah, did you put 20 grand on that last one, right?" Walking past,
he's like the K-pop star, isn't he?
yeah, not being very.
Look, they look very excited, don't they? They look really happy. Do you think they're winning? Do you think look? He's a bit pissed off. He's a bit. Oh, he's dubious, isn't he? Have you seen that guy? He's a bit dubious.
No, the girl in front of him just farted. That's the unflattering photo.
Yeah, look, he knows it. He's trying to ignore it. Do you know what I mean? And she's creasing. She's like, fucking, yeah, do you know what I mean? Anyway.
We should go next year.
Look at this guy. He's having a right barrel of laughs, isn't he? Look, he's even got his papers ready for the day. He's bought multiple news streams to understand the best horses. Look at them over there.
You are the...
What?
You talking about gambling is just like, it's not... It sounds like you've got no idea. I did one each way. Don't know what that means, but got some money.
Look at this. Look at that. Go for it. Do you know what I mean? No one gives it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just a load of people getting drunk
Wasn't Ladies' Day meant to be like a really posh thing?
I mean, you can make it whatever you want, can't you?
Yeah, true. Look, who's using compact cameras nowadays?
What year was it?
Well, look at the phone next to it. It can't be that far. That's a long time ago, isn't it?
That's good journalism. Yeah.
Good journalism. Brilliant. What else we got going on here? Anyway, because obviously you've got Cheltenham this weekend, didn't you? As well. Is it Grand National? Sorry, Grand National this weekend.
Is it happening?
It's actually happening, yeah.
Well, they do. Not putting no riders on the horses.
Bless. Wow, look at that. That's a beast of an outfit, isn't it? You're wondering where that's going there, haven't you?
This whole thing is concerning, to be honest. It's a bit of a minefield.
Harrods. Why? Well, just looking at Daily Record. Daily Record published
Go
it.
back up to the Harrods bag.
Yeah,
She left the tag on it so she can take it back.
probably. So that's that. So yeah, these are our flat-end fixtures. So Grand National, who are you betting on this year, guys?
I don't know. Should we do a company thing?
No, there is
I'm
no.
going to
There's
put
not.
on
They've
the fastest
cancelled it.
one.
They've actually cancelled it because of coronavirus.
Yeah, I would have thought so, right?
You never guess what as well I heard yesterday. My dad was telling me Spurs have tried to furlough their football players.
No.
And obviously furloughing is you get up to £2,500, sorry, of
Right.
someone's salary. There's a big scandal in the news. Spurs have tried to furlough their football players. Let's have a look at that. Hold on.
So they
also
like
have
a couple of million.
stopped paying their lower form staff.
Because slams Tottenham. Oh wait, hold on, might be wrong. So here we go, Dad. Let's get the journalism going. This is why we go different sources, okay? Spurs. Oh, I'm on the wrong there. Spurs. What did you say, Kev?
So they're still paying their footballers, but they haven't been paying the cleaners.
Yeah, so here we go. So Tottenham's decision to furlough 550 non-paying staff members during the coronavirus pandemic has been heavily criticised by their former striker, Gary Lineker. Spurs, along with other Premier League clubs, Newcastle, Norwich and Bournemouth, have furloughed members of staff without reducing wages of players. This will see the government pay 80% of staff's wages up to $2,500. The way Tottenham have handled it, I don't think has been very good. What they're doing their staff, I don't agree with whatsoever, Lineker told BBC Radio 4's World at 1. But that is a separate issue, what the players do. It's the club that has said that the players are going to carry on with their wages, but let's see how the players react to it. It's a good Gary Lineker impression, wasn't it?
We should make a career.
So what do you guys think about this?
I always thought you were Gary Lineker.
What do you guys make of this?
Well, look, to be fair, if we were in their shoes, I'd probably furlough them as well, but pay them 100%.
Can you just decide which way you're saying?
No.
I was just about to say that, dude. I was just about to say, Kev, you need to decide how you're pronouncing furloughing, mate.
I don't mind pronouncing it wrong, mate. I really don't, but just stick with it, the same wrong pronunciation.
I know, because you can get used to a Scottish person saying, something in a different dialect. You go, yeah, that's the way they say it. Do you know what I mean? But if a Scottish person just sort of came out with a English Cockney accent, you'd feel a bit weird. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're comparing two extremes there.
It would really
furlong and furlough is the same thing.
It would really unsettle you. It would really unsettle you. But yeah, furloughing. So yeah, that's what Tottenham have done this week. What news have you found in the week's happened? What's happened? Because I'm creating the news. Tell me other things that have happened.
I don't know. I haven't really watched the news this week. It's all been a bit depressing, hasn't it? I'm trying to avoid it.
Yeah, I actually saw an interesting post earlier on. Actually, I'll go to that now. It's on Facebook. My uncle posted it. And basically, let's have a look. So it was basically why people keep watching the news. So let's find it here. I hope I can find it. There's a lot of posts shared there. I know. Oh, that's annoying. I can't find it. But let me tell you. So basically, I've got it because I screenshot it because I wanted to share it myself. So basically, why you keep watching the news? Let's see if I can find it. No, couldn't fucking find it. But I'll just show you anyway. So this might be why you cannot stop watching the news. Excessive news consumption, yeah? We start watching consumer news. We want to know everything. The more informed we are, the better. Informed people make good decisions, right? Then it goes into false sense of knowing plus control. We feel like we know a lot and have some control over the situation, but then we realise we are consuming a lot, overwhelmed. I'm going to try and find this because it's important that we find it. Whose post was it? This might be why you cannot stop. You guys have a chat while I'm doing this, while I find this.
So Kevin, what's your favourite colour?
Green. Yours?
It depends on what mood I'm in, you know, what day of the week it is.
Okay, if you had to be an animal with a superpower, what would you be and why?
An animal with a superpower.
And why?
I'd like to be a dog with the ability to speak, but I wouldn't tell.
But speaking's not a superpower, is it?
It is for a dog.
Isn't?
Well, dogs can't speak, can they?
Yeah,
Right,
well, they
here you go,
bark,
guys.
so it's technically speaking, but in their language.
I've got it. Here we go. So I think, say if I
I was
wasn't,
about to go into an argument.
say if I wasn't hosting this, you guys would just be sitting there saying nothing to each other. Just be there, just watch Neil and Kev say nothing. Right. This might be why you cannot stop watching the news, yeah? Excessive, here we go. Let's just zoom in. So, excessive news consumption. We start watching news, consuming because we want to know more. False sense of knowing control, overwhelmed, look for more security, then you go back to the news. Do you not think that's what we've all been through this week? Or the past couple of weeks? Because I stopped watching the news as well, because I was like, fuck this shit. Like, it's just throwing me down a hill.
Do you know, I've never come across it, but it is really true. I rely on the BBC, which is probably a load of lies anyway. But yeah, this is right. I go days where I don't watch it, and then I watch it like continuously and constantly. So yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and some days where you're giving people updates on how many people have died every hour.
Exactly. Yeah, thanks, Kev.
I've been waiting for that first million.
Waiting for it. Anticipating. Like, waiting eagerly.
Yeah, because I think it's, like I said to you, I think it's going to accelerate up now. Where we've been following tens of thousands recently, and then we went to hundreds, and now I reckon it'll accelerate up in the millions because the testing's just coming through.
So you think that now, from this point on, it's going to be like mass, what do you call it, critical mass?
Yeah, what's happening is everybody's like adjusting mentally to it, like, oh, 10,000 people died. It's now like, oh, 500 died.
Yeah,
now it's going to be exponential.
Because I was saying, I remember, like, when Italy was at 300, I was like, oh my God, 300 deaths in a day just because it's coronavirus. Now, dude, we eat 684 in a day in the UK. You know, it's just something.
It's almost normalised.
It feels normal. It's like, yeah, you know, oh, it's a number now, and it's fucking unfortunate. It's an absolute, it's a number. But like I said, guys, you know, it is real. I've been to the hospital this week with, you know, obviously someone who's been unwell, and you know, if you in this one hospital, they've transformed it all to a respiratory ward apparently, and basically they've even transformed the A&E to have rooms for sick patients under the COVID. So it's a thing, you know, and obviously people keep talking about, does anyone know anyone with COVID, blah, 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 but it is a real thing, you know. I think humans have a way of dealing with stuff, you know, like we deal with stuff in different ways, and so the first is to go to panic, then it's to well, no, this is not by the way, this isn't proven fucking, this isn't Harvard speaking, it's just me. So you panic, then you obey, and then you question. Do you know what I mean? And that's really the way it is. It's panic, fear, obey, question. And if the more we watch the news, the more we're going to be panicking and obeying stuff that obviously we should be doing, definitely. But at the same time, we shouldn't be just letting the fear run us rife. Stay at homes, absolutely. But that's less for because the government's saying, it's more because you want to help your mate. Do you know what I mean? What do you think, Neil?
I don't know. I think it's just, whatever's helping you cope mentally. You know, there's people that I know that have had breakdowns because they're really not dealing with it well, with the isolation. And I think a lot of it is that we don't know when it's going to end. I think if they could say, right, you're allowed back out to live your life as it was in 12 weeks, even if it's 6 months, right, at least you could then plan for that. I think it's the uncertainty that's sort of fucking with people's heads a little bit.
But I think you can take that control back, can't you, Neil? I mean, obviously, personally yourself, how are you personally dealing with it? That's what I'd like to know, actually.
Yeah, really well. I think if I do say so myself, I think, just been focusing on work, which I think is a good distraction, and making sure that you do actually have something planned at the weekend or something to do. Because I think part of the problem as well is if you're just sat and you don't have anything to do, you end up just watching TV, and you'll be watching the news, and then there's only so much Netflix that you can watch before I think you're going to go a bit mad. So I'm okay. I don't know.
Do you feel like you've got more anxiety in these situations than than say, when we're back in normal life? You know what I mean? And let's say, for instance, we were back in normal life with Neil. We'd go on a massive bender, and we go get fucked out of our face, and basically next day we'd have anxiety right through the fucking ceiling. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel like you've got less or more anxiety being at home?
Less, I think. For some reason, when the more sort of stressful the situation, the better I seem to deal with it. If there's nothing going on in my life, that stresses me out more than being super busy.
Well, so, Kev, you don't seem to get anxiety because you're a bit of a nutter.
Yeah.
But personally speaking, and obviously, how are you coping with it, and how's Anna coping with it as well?
Well, the thing is, I've been living this lifestyle for a year and a half now. So I work, I get up, I go to work, I go to bed, and then I nip out to the shop. So to me, it hasn't had that much of an impact. And I and Anna have been living together now for 10 months, right? So we've been in each other's pockets all for that long as well. So it's not, we're not even feeling the pressure on it as well. And I know some people are, but so my bit is not having the choice to go out. I like to be able to go, right, I'm going to go to a restaurant. I'm going to have, that's the bit that's starting to frustrate me, is the choices not to have to go out and do stuff. So to say that I'm not affected is wrong, because I'm starting to get frustrated at not being able to go out and just be free and do what I want.
Yeah, that's it. I was speaking to my dad yesterday. We have our own sort of evening briefing call. And basically we were discussing how, I've been in training for this for ages. I don't mind being on lockdown, but there is the point it's not about I want to go out, because I'm happy being at home and stuff like that. I'm happy working, I keep myself busy, I live an online life anyway. But it's more about I'd like to go to a pub, do you know what I mean? Or go for a nice meal. That's do you know what I mean? Go to a restaurant. I don't want to go to watch Spurs v Man United, do you know what I mean? I don't want to go ice skating. I just want to go and get absolutely fucked off my face in a pub. You know, that's the only thing I miss. No, but or just nice food. I mean, what was the last?
Yeah, we did say earlier that we missed going, because Saturday night is here. There's an open bar where you go and there's music playing, and we did say this evening that we wish we could go out this weekend to there. So we have reflected on that as well. And it's just having the choice to go out. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
We can get drunk in our own house, but having the choice to go to the pub is much nicer.
But then again, I'm making some really nice food. You know what I mean? We're making nice meals every day, so it's great. But yeah, it's the choice, isn't it? It's just it's a variety of scenery, you know. And that's, I think, it's nice to be around people. You know, it's nice to be because when you're in a bar. I wonder if there's YouTube. Hold on, let's have a look. If there's YouTube sounds, you know, like being in a bar, just like people talking, and the glasses clinking in the background.
What are they called?
Oh, no.
Someone smashes a glass and everyone goes,
Hey!
Every 3 hours that happens.
Oh, let's have a look if there is.
Ambient bar music, I guess.
Actually, no, I won't do it on that one because this one's not working. I've got to do it on this laptop. Sorry, guys. I wonder if there's bar clinking music. You know, like background music for the bars. I'm going to put that on tonight. Where is it?
The opener, the height of loneliness. You play YouTube clips of other people being in your house.
Well, basically you do anyway, right? I mean, I'm listening to podcasts all day. You know, Joe Rogan. You know, like Russell Brand. I listen to podcasts all day because I like when I'm working. I don't know how you guys feel. Neil, you like music on when you're working, don't you?
I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pub background.
I watch lectures.
Yeah, so it's the same, isn't it? So 2 hours, busy at night. Here we are, guys. So guys, how's it
It's been a good week.
Yeah, it's been really good, isn't it? Yeah. So,
That's noisy.
sorry, one sec. Sorry, mate. Yeah, should we move over? Should we move tables? Let's move tables. One sec, let's move tables. There you go, mate. How's it going?
You're around.
That's better. They're really noisy in here, aren't they?
I know,
Normally
I
it's
can't believe
quiet
it.
this time
Normally
of
it's
night.
quiet, especially on the, everyone hasn't even finished work yet.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Oh, I
Actually,
think
isn't this making
think
you
you
feel
do
better,
like
guys? Isn't this making you feel better? Oh my god, this is great.
You're just going to have that for the rest of the evening.
No, just for the rest of our calls. What's the matter, Neil? You don't like it?
What? I mean, it's if it's doing it for you,
Does it not do it for you?
I can't really hear anyone. No.
Right, okay, let me see it. Could you hear me, Kev?
Yeah, open the door up. Open the pub door. Keep the pub door open.
Oh, let me stop sharing my screen. What about now? Can you hear us, Neil?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah? So yeah, basically it's all a bit crazy, isn't it? In the pub now, guys.
Yeah.
This is nuts, and it's so weird. I do feel there's a sense of authenticity to it though as well.
Someone's obviously just left the recorder in the pub for 2 hours.
I know. I wonder if the longer it goes on, the geezer starts getting more drunk. He's like, "Whoa, oi,
Louder. Gets kicked out after 2 hours.
yeah."
I'm recording this.
All you hear is,
Do you know who I am?
"Do you know who I am?" Yeah, and it's just him outside, like basically, like just saying to you, "You're a bouncer. You know how much I earn? I earn double the amount you earn."
It's so funny when people pull that card, isn't it?
Do you know how much I earn?
My dad to buy this place.
Get a real job, will ya? And they're like, "Yeah, I've got a real job. What are you talking about?" No, fuck
I'm going to
you.
find my lads.
Oh, what I'd give to see that right now.
Or a kebab. I'd love a kebab.
Oh, don't talk about kebabs. My dad loves them. He's listening right now as well. He absolutely loves a kebab.
He does.
Right, guys. So, as per, usually with the team we do round up in the week. We're going to do it on a Wednesday now, going forward with the rest of the team. But let's do 3 highlights of the week, because obviously I think it's important that whilst it's Friday night, whilst we're going into the weekend on lockdown and whatnot, we've discussed some many things today that people could do, such as put pub music on in the background if you want to feel like you're in a pub. I wonder if there's any other sounds as well. I wonder if there's there must be. I'm going to explore them.
See if there's traffic.
Traffic, yeah, just sitting in traffic.
I miss a bit of traffic.
That really unstressful scenario traffic. Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and see how stressed out I can get by pretending I'm in traffic.
Neil, you seem a bit stressed today, though, I must say. Are you okay?
No, I'm just tired. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Are you hungover? Is that what you are?
Right now?
Yeah.
Or earlier?
That's why you turn up to work late an hour later. It's all right. We're on lockdown. We could do these types of things. Well, you weren't working, were you?
Well, I did a lot of work today. Thank you very much.
Exactly. I'm joking.
Volunteer.
You volunteered, though.
Yeah. Yeah, volunteered work. Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, as we were saying, right, it's important we do 3 highlights of the week. What highlights do you guys have for this week? It's been an interesting one. I'll start. How about that? I think actually one of my main highlights was you two bringing me up, pushing out in the market, keeping going with the strategy. We managed to get a lot of people on board this week, which was amazing. So you guys, your dedication, your work, really phenomenal. And thank you so much for that. So that's one highlight. That's my first highlight, actually. Second highlight will be building out this development stuff. And then third highlight is that, we went to the hospital this week and they managed to help out one of my loved ones. So that's great. And now they're on the mend, which is awesome. So that's my highlights for the week, guys.
Yeah, I think just the team, I think, just chatting to people, everyone's sort of pulling together and being really supportive of each other in our company. And I think that's something that's certainly a highlight for me this week. What else? Seeing the new functionality in Leo coming out, search, that's going to be a big highlight for me. And what was the last one? Yeah, the things that seem to be less uncertain in people's minds right now in terms of business. It's this week's just in general has gone better than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, actually, you're right. So much better, man. Yeah, well done, man. Great work. Interesting that, isn't it? So much better, and how different it's been, and how we just created a new massive strategy, which is going to be like the reseller program, which is going to be nuts. It's madness, isn't it?
Madness, yeah.
Right, Kev 1.
3 highlights, eh? So I think the first highlight has been certainly everyone around us in the business and in our personal lives have come online, and they've rallied round, and we've stabled everything, and it's been it has been pleasant at times, the journey from there to there, but we're now there, and it's actually taught me quite a lot, that journey about people and about the spirit that we have amongst ourselves. And I wouldn't want to be in this situation with anyone else other than the people we're around right now. So that's definitely a highlight for me. So second highlight has to be our customers, to be honest, and our clients. They are loving the product. They're loving what we're doing for them, the support we're giving. That we're not charging them. We're supporting them and training them. And I'm having really, really good interactions with our clients. So they're definitely a highlight. There's so much positivity.
Give me some examples, because we haven't really discussed that actually. So I'd like to know a bit more, to be honest.
And third highlight. I'm going to have to say Louisa and Antonio, because we're outside the general day-to-day running of the business. We've had to make a lot of strong decisions and put a lot of effort into ensuring that people are looked after and everything. And I've really enjoyed that side of things as well. So that'd probably be my third highlight.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Kev. Give me some examples of the customer interactions we're having right now.
Okay, so a really good highlight would be Hampton and Woods. Business has been in business for 2 years, struggled its first year, come out the second year really well. Was now in a remote situation with 5 recruiters, and Bullhorn is their go-to. They've really not enjoyed their journey with Bullhorn. And he rang me up earlier today after I'd onboarded all his team and thanked me and said, look, they really enjoyed it. They've got some questions, let's have a call. So it was really nice that was the first time someone's actually rung me up and said, thank you for all your work that you've done to make sure we've had a smooth journey. So that was one highlight. We've had a particularly challenging time ensuring that one of our businesses actually use Bullhorn, a company in Ukraine. So because of the language barrier on the platform, i.e. it's in English, we've had to go through a whole sort of this like word by word what each piece means. And again, that was really collaborative, a good 2 hours on the phone with the team explaining everything about everything. Again, a really nice message at the end of the day saying thanks for everything. The amount of clients that are coming back with thank you for your support in this time, with our 6 weeks review sessions that we're doing with everyone, that's been really positive. And we even had one large company come to us and offer us support this week with 3 months on their platform, premium level for free. It may not be much, and it is a good platform to be on, but it was just the guy wrote to me and said, look, as it's you, and you guys are doing so much for other people, we'd like to return that as well. So they're kind of 3 business client highlights that have really stood out this week.
Amazing. Awesome work, guys. Well done. Very well. So, that brings our briefing to an end, guys. I've really enjoyed these briefings. How do you think these briefings are going, actually?
Yeah, I think they're fun. They're good. It's cool. It's good to talk about just how you're feeling in your day, isn't it?
It's good to talk about anything.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, it's good. I think this is becoming, hopefully, we're getting daily people visiting. Not too many viewers stick around, but hopefully this becomes a thing. People just come and sit and listen to us chat shit all day. On Monday, or for an hour, on Monday we have Mark Sumner, and then on Tuesday we have a guy called Avataf. And Mark Sumner's going to talk about recruitment industry, and Tuesday Avataf's going to join us. He's going to talk about, I'll tell you exactly what he's going to talk about. He messaged me yesterday. But he's all booked in. This geezer is going to talk about, what's he going to fucking talk about? Right. He said he wants to talk about safety during coronavirus, what's happening in the lockdown, critical services, which is to be still up. So, critical services which have to still be up and so on. He's not from the recruitment industry. He's a safety professional.
Interesting.
So let's get him on and see what he's got to say. So
I'll have my face mask to the ready.
Have a great weekend. And
have a great weekend, guys.
Kev, prepare your swimming pool, get some photos, send it up here. Neil, send us photos of Santorini, and we'll all send photos, and on Monday's call, we'll talk about the weekend, what we did, and we'll show everyone what we've done, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
Great. Right. Peace out, guys. Right. Take care.
Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.